Hi everyone, welcome to Sattui's One of the Month Club cooking demo. Today, we'll be making a Napa Valley classic and one of my all-time favorite wine pairings, beef filet with a red wine Demi Glace and cream spinach. Today we'll be pairing it with our Cab Franc. However, it's going to go swimmingly with any of our reds from our collection. Our Cab Sauv in particular. This is just such a great dish because you get the richness from the beef, you get the mouth coat from the Demi Glace, and you get the richness from the spinach. All of it add up to a nice, beautiful, luxurious, rich bite that wine can just wash right through. You get the nice acidity dancing alongside with the tannins. And I think this is gonna absolutely sing with the Demi. Let's get to cooking. Cheers. All right, so we have our beef filet. Let's take a look at what we're working with here. All right. And this is exactly how it would come to you if you say, bought it at like a Costco or just wanted to import yours in and clean it yourself. It's a great way to save a lot of money. And just cutting your own steaks, you can cut them as thick as you like, which is a real fun thing to do. So this is called silver skin. And no matter how long you cook this, it will never ever be tender. So because of that, we as chefs tend to remove it. And we're just gonna go just underneath the skin surface here. And we're gonna angle it upwards while holding the loin taut. What we want is that full muscle to hold itself while we just glide the knife underneath, letting the knife do the work and just pulling and holding taut. Our goal here is to keep as much meat on as possible. And we'll do it 2-3 more times. I'm gonna take this chain off just to get it out of the way. Show this a little bit easier. So once again, watching those fingertips, always being careful. We just want to get underneath our gristle and we want to leave the head intact. From here to here is going to be the head. We're just going to follow the meat here and we're going to follow the little line of the sinew, and that's going to help us release the head. Perfect. All right, so now we've separated our filet from our head. What we're left with, it's a nice little piece for roasting. From here, we can take off the tail and we'll roll it into the filet. We want to just make sure that we have an even diameter on both sides. Have our clean filet. We can go right in the center of it. Bring our plastic over. From here, we're going to roll forward. We're going to roll it towards us using the tension of the table to tighten our roulade. The reason why is that's just going to compact it and it's going to help us chill and portion. You can tie it or tie it with twine at the end. I'm just going to use the tension of the plastic to hold itself. And then what we're left with is a nice, beautiful filet. I'm going to go chill this for about 30 minutes and then we'll go ahead and cut it up. All right, now we've chilled our filet. We're going to go ahead and portion. I'm thinking I'm going to go into 8. So we're going to start right in the center and then we're just going to split that one more time. So leaving the plastic on, we're gonna go ahead and pull it apart. And what we're left with is a perfectly cut steak, nice and round, nice beautiful color to it. And get a few more. What we're left with, some beautiful steaks. Filet is nice, neat, trimmed, and ready to go. From here, just hold into the fridge, let them kind of air cure a little bit. They'll just get a nicer sear to them. Let's jump on spinach. We're gonna start with extra virgin olive oil, just enough to kind of coat the bottom. To that, we're gonna go ahead and add our minced hashade shallot. That's gonna be the foundation of our flavor here. Now that we've lost our coloring and we have a nice softened shallot, we're gonna go ahead and add 1 pound of spinach, or about 500 grams. And all this spinach will turn into about 2 cups. All right. So our spinach is nice and wilted. We've got nice softened shallots. So we're gonna hit it with a little bit of pepper, just to taste. Splash of salt, just to taste once again. Brilliant. We're gonna go ahead and take this and we're gonna transfer it to our strainer. Take our spatula and we're just gonna press some of that water out. What it's gonna leave us with is the meat of the spinach, so to speak. All right, so we have our cream. Once again, we started with about a quart, and we just took it down to about halfway reduced. What we're left with is a nice thickened cream. You're gonna get kind of a nutty, toasty note off of it. Don't skip this part. It's the most important part of making a proper cream spinach. All right, let's sear our steak. When salting, salt from on high. Make sure you use a seasoning tray. Really rub it into the meat. Make sure it's gonna stick. And we're working off a paper towel. And some nice pepper. We're using a neutral canola oil here. We've heated our pan as hot as that oil is gonna go before it hits smoke point. We know because of the billowing piles of smoke. We're gonna take our well-seasoned filet. We're gonna go presentation side down first. That is a great sound. Nice good pressure and release. Try not to fiddle with it after that. We just wanna make sure we get that initial good sear, good pressure, and let go. One more time, nice dry side. Get that nice oil underneath. A little pressure just to adhese, and then let go and let it do its thing. For rare, we're looking for about 124 degrees. If you want medium rare, it's gonna be right about like 131, 132. It's gonna be right in the money zone. Chef recommends medium rare. Okay, so we're ready to flip. You can go ahead and take a look. Beautiful, nice good sear, nice good browning. All right, let's take a look. Nice. And we're pulling. Gorgeous. From here on out, we're gonna pop these in the oven. I like to go low and slow, anywhere around 300 to 325 Fahrenheit. Just jam a probe in one and then just make sure you pull it at your desired internal. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna rough chop our spinach. We have it already drained at this point, and we're just gonna take a knife and just run it through it, just to make it into little bite-sized chunks. And the reason why we're doing this, it's gonna make the spinach more puree-like, versus taking a bite of the spinach and then having like a nice long trail follow you all the way up. So now we have a nice fine puree. We have our heated cream. We're gonna go ahead and marry the two. And we'll give it a stir. We're just gonna top it off with a little bit of nutmeg and our microplane. And this one's just to taste. It's just gonna bring in some of that nice, delicate flavor of the nutmeg, and it's gonna really help kind of fill in those notes of the toastiness of the cream. Beautiful, look at that. All right, so we have our red wine demi. We have a nice consistency here. And this is just our concentrate. And we did a full bottle of wine to about 2 cups of concentrate. Having demi in your freezer ready to go for any kind of meat project like this is a godsend. Our steaks are perfectly cooked. They've been resting the whole time. They're ready to be sliced. We're just gonna go ahead and strip them out. And you can leave them whole if you like. I just think they look so pretty if you slice them though. Get about 4 or 5 strips for each steak. That's a beautiful medium rare. Take our cream spinach. Put that right in our center. Smells amazing. I'm gonna take our beef. We'll do our chives first. Bring some color to the plate. Finish with our smoked maldon. Go right on top. We'll wipe that in a second. Finish with some toasted garlic on our spinach. And last but not least, our demi. And we're just gonna give it a little peekaboo, little corner peek. That way, it can kind of mingle with our spinach. And there you have it. Beef filet with our red wine demi and our cream spinach. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. That's incredible. So you get the toastiness and the flavor of the allium, the creaminess of the spinach kicks in, the acidity of the wine cuts right into that, and it starts mingling with the richness of the beef. And then finally, you get the whole mouth coat from the red wine demi as you taste all the spices of the wine. This one absolutely knocks it out of the park. Hands down, one of my favorite pairings of all time. Until next time, cheers. Thank you for joining us. Happy New Year.